All right, so we're diving into something pretty creepy this time. We've got this, well, it's marked as a confidential memo, and it's slated for immediate, get this, immediate destruction.
Whoa.
Yeah, right. We're talking Raccoon City,
Oh, okay.
the Spencer Mansion. So, buckle up. The question we're really trying to answer is, what really happened there? Let's dig into this thing.
All right.
Okay, so right off the bat, this memo is from the Special Committee on Disasters, whatever that is.
Okay.
But here's the kicker. They're sending it to the general manager of the sanitation division.
Hmm. The sanitation division. See, that's weird right there.
Yeah, wouldn't you think CDC? Or like the police?
Right, exactly.
Right.
I mean, if this was just, some kind of accident or something. But sanitation, that just seems off. It makes you wonder if they're trying to sweep something under the rug, make it disappear, like it was just trash.
Yeah, for sure. And that whole read it and burn it thing, that doesn't exactly scream routine plumbing issue, does it?
Not at all. It just screams cover up to me. They're clearly worried about who might see this, what kind of information might get out.
Speaking of information, this is where things get really wild. The memo straight up says there's been a T-virus outbreak at the mansion.
T-virus. Okay, so we're not talking about a stomach bug here. What details can you give us? I mean, what does the memo say about this virus?
So it doesn't get super technical, but it does say the T-virus mutates really fast and it's crazy deadly. Apparently things are way worse than they initially let on.
Ah, that explains why they're going through all this trouble to keep it quiet.
Right.
But it's not just about keeping the virus under wraps. It's the language they use, to talk about what's happening. The victims, they call them subjects. And it's all about the body count.
Yeah, and that body count, it's awful. Over half the researchers at the mansion are dead.
And even the ones who are okay at first, they're showing signs of infection now. And it's not pretty. From what they describe, this T-virus, it's as contagious as it is deadly.
Oh, and get this. Escaped experimental subjects. I don't think they're talking about lab rats here.
Definitely not. They even say, flat out, that these escaped subjects are super dangerous. They're linking them to, well, some pretty awful deaths in the memo. This thing isn't contained anymore. It's out in the world now.
So we've got a potential epidemic on our hands, maybe even a global one, and we've got bioweapons running loose.
Yeah.
Like something out of a movie. And to make matters worse, they're freaking out about a cover-up.
Seriously.
Dead serious. They're worried about leaked information on some top-secret research that got compromised.
See, that's what really gets me. What were they doing in that mansion? What were they researching that was so important?
Right. And as if they weren't in enough trouble, the state police and STARS are snooping around.
Oh, boy.
They don't say it outright, but you can tell they're worried about what those guys might find.
I bet. That is not good. Someone messed up big time.
No kidding. We've got a deadly virus, a cover-up, a potential pandemic. It's a nightmare. What would you even do with this kind of information right now?
Oh, man. I don't know. I mean, do you listen to the memo, destroy it, and hope for the best?
Mm-hmm.
Or do you try to warn people?
Right. It's like a lose-lose situation.
It really is. Talk about a rock and a hard place.
This deep dive has been intense. I think it's safe to say that whatever went down at the Spencer Mansion, it's way more complicated and way more terrifying than any of us could have imagined. How do you even clean up a mess like that?
I don't even know where you'd start.
Me neither.